Hey everybody, welcome to the Manny Horse Show. I know it's been a while, but man, I got my dude. Just met this guy. He's an amazing guy. His name Omar. Tell him a little bit about what you do, man. Just tell him a little bit.
My name is Omar Campbell. I'm a group fitness and personal trainer. I'm getting ready to open up a new spot, Limitless Chances. Everybody who's been following me and been talking about me, I'm really happy to be doing this. I appreciate Manny for this.
For sure. We're going to give you guys a little bit of preview. Behind the scenes, man.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes.
Rugged. We got some rugged stuff coming.
All right, Manny Horse Show. Let's go. Hey, bro. What's going on?
Not much. As you all can see, got the construction getting ready for the grand opening next week. As you can see, I got the desk, working on getting this desk together. Front desk right here. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have this nice and painted, nice and good for everybody. If you can follow me over here a little bit, I got my consultation room. I wanted to get away from the general aspect of doing something like I'll sit at a desk, you talking to me. It's going to be more of a dialect thing. So I'm calling it a consultation room.
I love
Definitely something that I want to make more intimate for people.
That's dope.
Now what we got right here, this is where all the happiness, the fun, the rugged, the craziness happens right here. This is behind the scenes. I was afraid to show this to everybody. But I think it's good for you guys to see this right here. This is where everything's gonna happen at. I'm gonna create the magic for you guys and get this workout in. You see I'm still getting stuff in here. As you can see, I got the walls blacked out, because you know that Limitless Chances is black and gold. So
Now, how'd you come up with the name?
Countless times of me trying to get into the fitness thing. I failed my test like 4 times. I played basketball and I got cut from a team a few times. And I was like, it's not one chance. You got multiple chances. And I was like, you know what? I'm limitless. So Limitless Chances came that way. And actually the X in Limitless Chances came from being like an affinity sign that you complete yourself. So once you get to that point, you are limitless, you can complete it yourself. That's where the name came from.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. All right, so let's talk about your whole entire journey. Because for some of them that know,
right.
You know what I'm saying, some of them don't know.
Right. So I started as a basketball player. I ended up playing a little professional ball, ended up getting hurt along the way. And a lot of people who get surgery or rehab, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. For me, it didn't work. I went through a depression stage. I wasn't on medication or like that. I just went through a low stage where that was my life.
That makes sense.
And what ended up happening is when you lose that, you didn't know what you were going to do anymore. So I ended up working out. I was so out of shape and so bad where I was like, man, I had to get back to that place where I was at as a basketball player. And it was hard, but I worked my butt off and I ended up getting to this level. And I knew I wanted to be a trainer. I was like, you know what, I want to do something like where I'm helping people who have this similar type of situation. So, because when you go to something like that, you feel their pain of not being able to do things they used to be able to do. So you become closer on that level, and then you become close to them, getting them their life together and working on their bodies and mental state together. So I knew I put both of those together. That worked for me. So yeah, that's how I ended up being the personal trainer in fitness and group fitness.
No, was it a scary journey? Like getting started?
It was a very scary job. I'm telling you, my first time I ever done a class, I ended up working with a guy who was really a great trainer, and he had me do a class with these older women.
Okay.
And I say that because they're like 60, 70-year-old women, and I'm in a class with them, and they are kicking my butt. I'm like a 26-year-old young dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on in this class? We're doing cardio, kickboxing, and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? I see that this works for any fitness level, any person, because you're literally not only coming together as a whole, as a people, but you also getting yourself together. And they push you to motivate you to be better.
Yeah.
So I knew that group was great. I know personal training is great, but I mean, breaking into the business is very hard when you're thinking about like, how do you get clients and how do you get people to come and want to be a part of what you're trying to do and see that you really are good at what you do, you know?
Right.
So I tell anybody who's trying to get into this business, you can make it, you can make it happen, but you have to have that want to help people out first.
Yeah.
You have to be there first, that beginning stage.
For sure. So what's the motto? Is it group, individual?
My motto is group. It's a group class, but it feels so individualized.
Gotcha.
I like to say you have to be in tune with your clientele and your client base.
Okay.
The main thing for me is always to, if I make a workout one day, make sure I know what we did so I can make it harder and different the next time we do it. And also be in tune with my clients and know that this person's been working out this way for so long that they need to know how to do, they gotta make it harder for themselves. So if you're doing 5 reps with 25-pound dumbbells, it's easy for you to do it. Let's advance, let's make it harder, you know? So the group thing is always great because they can see somebody next to them like, oh, this person's busting their tail.
Right.
I'm gonna try to keep it with them a little bit. I'm gonna make them be my bar. So it's awesome. It's an awesome experience.
That makes sense. So when you got here to Cleveland, because you're not from here, right?
Right.
Okay, so tell us about that transition.
Okay, so I was born in Mississippi. I traveled around a lot. I ended up in Lorraine. My parents, my mom ended up migrating there, and a lot of my family from Mississippi ended up coming there. I went to high school there, middle school there, and all that, elementary. But I always go back to different where I was at a lot. For me, the transition was I got to see both aspects of everything. Like I got to see how rugged it is, being in Mississippi, being in different places, and then coming and being here to the city. It's like, and that's how I ended up in this location, Lorraine. And then from Lorraine, I ended up coming to the Cleveland area and just being able to see that the demographics and how it is in this area is a bigger market. It's a bigger market. So,
sure.
Yeah.
Now, was everybody receptive initially when you came here?
To be honest with you, I got a lot of love. Like
that's what's up.
I always say that for me, I had a backing of a big company, and when that happened, it made it easier for me to transition. And I never had, like, I tell people all the time, like, it's beautiful. People are beautiful here, man. It's great that's people, and I love it, man. So
that's what's up.
Definitely.
That's what's up. Now, what about Mississippi? What part were you from?
I'm from Monticello originally.
Okay.
Rugged.
Now, where is that close to?
Jackson.
Okay, Jackson. Okay.
Yeah. We talking about gas station eateries.
Oh wow! Okay.
We got sheets, but we talking about something lower
than
that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
okay.
Yeah, but it's all you do is walk. All you do is be on that land and do your thing. So you're always active.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
So when's the last time you went back?
It was a few years ago, probably about 4 years. 4 years I've been back. Yeah.
No, so you said the majority of the family ended up moving up here.
Yeah.
But it's still some.
Yes,
down there.
My
okay.
uncles, a lot of people, they always go back.
Okay.
A lot of them live out there still. Yeah, so I'm gonna go back out there and check it out. They think I'm doing it big out here. They see me all the time.
Yeah.
You big time, like, so it's crazy. Yeah, but it's awesome.
What do you love about this industry?
Oh my gosh, the networking. It's like 20, 30, like everything. It's infinite. Like the networking, meeting people. Keep myself in shape.
Yep.
Competition of you just being able to say like I'm a part of something. The growth, the development. It's so many things. The industry is a beautiful thing, and you got to look at our demographic, just how it is here in America. Like 1 in 3 are not working out or not in shape or whatever, and then you able to try to start something to help somebody change their lifestyle.
For sure.
And I always say quality of life is so important because I'm about let's live longer, but let's live happier.
Right.
I mean, a doctor bill is way more expensive than somebody going to work out.
That's
somebody
real.
Eat better and get in shape. So it's essential for us to do these things.
So you got any quick tips?
Pertaining to exercising and working
Exercise, food, whatever.
My biggest tip for anybody who's wants to think about working out or doing something different, it starts intrinsic. It's always internal first. Tell yourself you can do it. Don't let somebody on TV or somebody tell you what your goal should be. Oh, you should be 190, you should be 180, you should be this. Pick your goal, set it, and then if you need help, find somebody that's going to help you get in there and do it, and always start with the nutrition side. Nutrition is very important. Eat better, just start eating better, so that's very vital.
So in terms of because that point you just made was good about your body weight and somebody saying you should look like this or be a certain amount, how would somebody know what weight that it really is appropriate for them?
Okay, it's like I always say, the one thing people don't know is they say the biggest thing. Well, I don't want to be 20 pounds. I don't want 15 pounds. They don't necessarily see what it looks like on them. Like from when I first started into it, I was 225. I actually look physically different, but I feel when I look at myself at the time, I'm like, man, I look the same. I felt different. You know what I'm saying? And I'm at 205, but I feel like I'm stronger. I'm bigger at 205 than I was at 225.
Gotcha.
So I always say base it off of, okay, let's work on that gradual change, 5-10 pounds, right, and see how that feels. But I'm big on working on muscle confusion, working on muscle endurance, making sure you're getting stronger.
Yeah, let's go into that. Explain that.
So muscle confusion is something one of my techniques I came up with years ago. That's how I changed my body.
Okay.
So in society today, it's like a microwave society.
Yep.
We want something to happen right now. We want to get it. We want to get it. That's why everybody taking these diet pills and taking these stuff to lose weight or whatever, just quickly.
Yeah.
So I said, put a twist on that. Let's do something where you're working out and you're exhausting your muscles by doing some cardio and some strength training, but then you also resting by doing something actively, like doing an ab workout. So you're not necessarily just doing one thing and then waiting a minute and a half and then doing the same thing again. You're doing something that's going to be active, and then doing a cardio workout or a core workout and then going right back to that again.
Gotcha.
So rest is really essentially doing that ab workout or doing that plank or something. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So you're confusing your muscles to be like, yo, I'm still working, but I'm not really working. I'm really resting. But you know what I mean?
So then what's the benefits of that?
Benefits of that is muscle endurance.
Okay.
I think people don't understand that our muscles need oxygen. So the more we work out, the more we are using our muscles, walking, i.e. walking and running, whatever, our muscles are getting the oxygen. That's what keeping us lasting longer.
Gotcha.
I'm all about sustainability. So the longer I can make somebody sustain a workout or sustain something they're doing, the better for them to get the better effects.
Gotcha. Now, are you that calorie guy? Cut down your calories.
Right. I'm not big on. I think that people should understand the point of calories.
Okay.
Like I say, you 2,500 calories a day. If you want to lose weight, you got to reduce that. The calorie deficit you have to do. That's everybody knows. That's essential.
For sure.
But I'm not big on saying, well, get these kind of calories in you.
Right.
Like, we have to understand that when it comes to eating cookies and stuff like that, it's going to count against eating a healthy carb, a healthy fat, a healthy protein. You know, so we have to think about that kind of stuff. That's why I want to push people to start thinking on that aspect of things.
Gotcha. So, one of my clients for Manny Horn Associates, she's a vegan.
Right.
And she's has a huge organization really helping individuals learn the importance of veganism, but not necessarily forcing people.
Right.
But just look, if you're not going to go vegan, maybe vegetarian, maybe just eat fish.
Right.
But be healthy, period.
Be healthy, right.
Right. So what's your perspective on meat versus veganism?
I think it's awesome. I don't do beef, but I actually tried vegan. It's funny. I know people who are vegan or vegetarian are gonna laugh at me for this.
Okay.
So I would go 2 or 3 days trying to eat vegan, and then do vegan, and I would do meat and stuff like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because you see the effects in your body.
Right.
Like I believe that vegan is awesome. Like I think it's great for us. But I also feel like we get so adjusted to eating protein from the fast of food or meats. And we just it's so hard for us to stay away from it. You know what I mean? That's why we're taking those synthetic stuff like the protein powders and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Which is infused with different stuff. We don't know what's really in it. So, and don't get me wrong, I love protein powders. Like I take my own protein powder that I sell myself, but the vegan thing is awesome. I think it's very, very, we gotta get into what works for our body.
Yeah.
I mean, and also having multiple options. It's essential to everybody. You don't want to say, okay, this is the only way you can do something. It's the way, it's multiple things. So.
Yeah, because it's at one time, I remember a cat at work would say, man, I just eat veggies, man. But the only veggie he was eating was spinach. Bro, you got to switch it up, man. There's some other ones out there, man.
Right, yeah. That's true. Yeah, you don't want to eat spinach. With cooking it or with eating it raw?
Eating it raw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's like making salads and stuff. It's that's cool, you know what I'm saying? But you got to switch it up because having all those different colors of veggies, man, it's really
essential,
important.
It's essential, So it's also, man, carbs. Like people, nowadays, everybody stay away from carbs. Like, I don't eat carbs. They don't understand that carbs are good for our brain development.
Yeah.
Like, if you stop eating carbs, you lose 4 years of your life. That's facts.
Yeah.
You know, and like if you eat too many carbs, it's bad for you too. But you want to stay in that healthy balance. You know.
Yeah.
That's why I need to get into that nutrition side of being a nutritionist or something too, because that's another part of I always call it integrative. Scaling integratively up, you know what I'm saying? Personal training, nutrition, all that should be all in one, you know what I'm saying?
I get it. To really be able to help your clients effectively.
Right, you won't be, because it's all about efficiency.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
So let's talk about something that they don't know. All the social media people, Facebook, Instagram, what's something that they don't know?
About me?
Yeah. Nothing too wild, but you know.
Something about me is how initially I want to be a WWF wrestler.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to be one with the mask on, like how the Mysterio people with the mask. Like Nacho Libre type of person.
Okay.
What they call them. I want to be that though. Actually, I grew up really wanting to be a wrestler because that's all we did. We watched wrestling all day. It was really awesome, and you never know. You might catch me doing something like that down the line in my life.
All right, so look, let's talk about wrestling. Back in the day, WWF. Who was your favorite?
Oh man, my favorite, Ultimate Warrior. By far, the Ultimate Warrior was my favorite. I'm old school, so
Okay.
Ultimate Warrior was my favorite. And then I loved every person with like the Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
From WCW, just another Liger. I used to love him. I had my own name, Chief Thunderbolt. That was
I get it. I see you.
That was my wrestling name when I was a kid.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so had the little mask and everything. So yeah.
You know what I miss, man? The tag teams,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Dude, come off the top rope on him.
Rope, yup. Did somebody spin around, take
Right,
it down?
right.
Yeah. I mean, those. I mean, I catch myself watching it still.
Yeah.
If I'm at home, it's on. I catch myself watching it. But
Yeah, I mean, because it's still entertaining.
yeah, it's nostalgic, man. It's like brings it back. You need that. You know, you need that. So.
Remember Brother Love?
Brother Love, yeah.
Coco Beware.
Yep. Those are all classics.
Classics, man.
Classics, yeah.
Dude used to come with the bird right on him.
You know who I used to hate? Cactus Jack.
Yeah.
He became Mankind. He became.
Man, he had a lot of
all
names,
the
man.
characters, man. So yeah.
You know how I was scared of him in real life, though? The Undertaker.
Really?
Because, man, that dude huge, man.
yeah.
Like, he like 7 feet.
Yeah.
It always look mean.
The great part is when you look back and watch those old things, and you
Yeah.
watch like Paul Bear, he had to earn.
Yeah,
that would
yeah.
make him rise up.
Right.
Remember, mimic those things. You
Yeah.
like, I can take every punch.
Right.
Right? You can't take me down.
No.
Man. I'm the Undertaker right now. It's crazy. Like those are man. That's the good old days, man.
Yeah, those are the good old days. So what's next for Limitless?
Oh man, Limitless. We're talking about scaling. We're talking about growing and scaling.
Okay.
The biggest thing I'm about right now is taking care of my clientele.
Yeah.
Making sure my everybody who's supporting, everybody who's a part of this understands where we're going, what direction, and what I'm going to do to help them get to their goals. And it's all about consistency.
Yeah.
Making sure that they know I'm here, I want to be here,
Yeah.
and this is for them. Like this is really for them. So.
Well, Omar, let's do this then. Speak to the camera, to your current clients, man.
Right.
Let them hear your heart.
All right, first I want to say thank you all so much for what you have done, supporting me, not just financial, we're talking about the love, the hitting me up. There's no way I could have been down or out because you guys would keep me afloat. Y'all was literally sending me messages literally all the time, and you don't get that from people. And I really, I love you guys for it, and I really appreciate you guys for that. I want to thank God because like, I remember when I first started going through things I was going through, I had daily bread. I would read literally every day. I told myself, once I get to a point where I'm okay, I'm never gonna get away from that. So, all my clientele, God, thank you so much. I appreciate everybody for just supporting me so much. And without y'all, I won't be in this position, to be honest.
That's what's up. Now, what inspires you?
What inspired me the most is my 4-year-old son, who I knew that creating something that he can be able to run into and have, and also I could be able to teach him something too, like never giving up, never saying that you don't have any more chances. So I knew I could really speak those words to him, and he'd be like, yo, my dad really done this.
Yeah.
And it would be like his hero is really gonna be me,
Yeah.
So that's important for me.
I love that. And what would you say to that entrepreneur that's thinking of trying, but they failed a couple times and they feel like, man, I might as well just stop?
If it's really in your heart to do it, keep fighting and doing it, because the world's gonna do this to you, and you're gonna do this back to the world. But you gotta remember, you can't beat this. You can't beat the world by doing that. You have to be able to say, I believe in myself. That's so key. Because once you believe in yourself, other people can start believing you, and you never know who's pushing you behind you. You don't know, because they might not saying to you, they might talking to you, but you don't know who literally is pushing you and going to bat for you, and it's very key and very essential.
I love that, man. This has been a great interview. Any last words?
No, I just want to say thank you, Manny, for even talking to me and coming and doing this. I really appreciate it, brother.
For sure, man. So I want y'all to have one last look, man, at this spot before things get crazy. And y'all come back up here. So let's just talk a little bit around. So where's everything gonna be at? How you want it to look?
The setup is gonna be crazy. To be honest with you, when it comes to putting equipment out and putting it down on this floor, how I'm gonna do stuff, it's gonna be different in every class. To be honest with you.
That's dope.
These rigs and this stuff here is always gonna be here.
Okay.
But everything in the middle is gonna be different. I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. You're gonna have a different experience every time you walk in this gym and have a good workout. So I don't even know. I don't even know, but I know it's gonna be crazy.
I love it. That's dope.
Yeah.
Omar, we appreciate your time, bro.
Thank you.
And how can they find you on social media?
You can find me at Limitless Chances. That's my Instagram. My Facebook is Omar Campbell, my Facebook. Also, I have other Instagram is TypeOC, TYPEOC. And Limitless Chances is spelled LIMITLESSCHANXES. That's Limitless Chances. So you can find me on those two platforms right there.
That's what's up. I appreciate your time, bro.
Thank you.
Manny Horse, so we out.